So everyone, right now I've actually got back into the garage because I need to check the compression. So after changing the the radiator cap, it was running fine. In fact, I took the car out for a full 1 hour drive, running fine throughout. The whole thing was perfect. And then right at the end, the car gave the issue where it basically started spewing. Yeah, basically had loads of coolant come out of the reservoir. So I think the best thing to do right now is to actually just do a compression check everything out, make sure what's happening is happening, and then we can take it from there basically. So yeah, right now it's time to do a compression check, so let's go. So first things first, from what I can tell, I need to pull out the ignition. I'm going to grab the gloves. So hopefully I should be able to just pop these out. There's one. They all look okay. Right, so I can see the spark plugs. Need to get my spark plug thingy majiggy. Hold up. So everyone, in the boot of the car, sorry, I thought I had the right size socket thing here, but I didn't, so I'm just going to leave them there for the time being. In the boot of the car, you should actually have one of these. So it's like basically a tube with the right size on the end there. And that's what basically fits into there. Should be able to just use this. There we go, crack that loose. There we go. First spark plug out. I've seen worse. So now I've got all of that out. Got the compression tester. Gotta just fit this in. It's always interesting, especially on a car like this, because I can't see where I'm attaching it to. It's not as easy as like other cars where you can kind of like just about tell where the when it's going in, but that's that all basically on. Whoop. Okay, so that's 14 or just under 200. Let's try that again. I need to do 4 turns. $175. It's so weird doing this because it's like you're literally trying to fit it into something that you just have no idea where it is. Alright, let's try it again. So that's 170 at 12. Not too bad. $175. See what this one reads at. It's healthy. He's just on the 12 again. Just so you guys know what I'm on about, that's basically where the spark plug goes in, those 4 holes there. So I've just done the compression test and all of them have come out pretty good. 165, 170 psi, which isn't too bad at all. which basically means then that it's not the head gasket. So all of the spark plugs have a little bit of white on the tips. I'll probably end up changing those, but I want to fix this issue first before I go any further, purely because I don't want to spend loads more money on this engine if it's going to go kaput on me. So obviously I have to think ahead and think what's financially best for me. If I need to do an engine swap, I need to do an engine swap. So that's good news in a weird way, although I was kind of wouldn't be too upset if the engine head gasket was gone, because then it would force me to get a new engine. But I'm just as confused now as to what the issue could be, because it's not the head gasket then. I don't think it's air in the system. I'm gonna have to try and clear out the air in the system again, but I'm really not sure what this issue could be. So, right now I'm actually looking to change the radiator to the E30. Why? Because after changing the thermostat, changing the water pump, checking all the hoses and everything like that, bleeding the system out fully so many times, what ends up happening is once the car gets up to temperature, when I'm cooling it down, the overflow tank just splues out loads of coolant. What I think the issue actually is now then is the radiator's got a block in it somewhere. That's causing it to have like a back pressure coming back into the expansion tank when it's cooling down, which is the reason why that overflows, because the water's not leaving through the radiator and coming back towards the thermostat. Instead, it's just kind of staying in the area, building a lot of pressure up, so then that doesn't get released properly. Another thing that I've noticed actually is that when the car is at temperature, the pipe right next to, so basically on that other side, and in fact I'll go over there now, this pipe right here ends up being quite empty, so I think it's not getting enough water to it through the radiator. So one way to find out, it shouldn't be too long of a job as long as it drains out nicely. So it's gonna drain that out now, so let's take it from there. Here is the new radiator. Just gotta open that up next. So right, first things first, get the car jacked up so I can get my little bucket under to catch all the coolant. Gotta drain the coolant first out of the radiator using that blue little bit again. And once that's all drained, basically get onto removing it. It's held on by 2 bolts here and here. I want to check the rest of it out as well. And obviously you've got the 2 pipes going to it. With the covers just over there, I've removed the cap and the bleed valve just to help it drain out a little bit quicker and easier. So it's basically going to do that now. Let's see. Oh, and excuse the mess to the side. We are basically completely redoing our garage. So had a lot of work happening here, but let's see how it all goes. Now while that's loosening, while that lets the coolant out, I'm going to carry on with the rest of the car and start removing everything. In fact, let's open the radiator now. So, put you guys here. You guys can see me alright, hopefully. There we go. Up. Right, so they've given me the wrong radiator. So this one's for a manual car from what I can see, because it's got the right tubes, but it doesn't have the part to cool down the transmission, which I'll show you. Let me show you here. So it's these 2 pipes just there. Doesn't have the inlets for those 2 to go to. So that basically needs to get returned tomorrow. Eurocar parts have closed right now. And I'm going to see what I can do about cleaning this one up in the time being.